Okay, so at the time, this game was familiar in most aspects, but different in many ways to what I usually play. This series is well known for its very specific type of goofy humor that's not to everybody's tastes, has a unique graphic novel art style, and is known for having over a bazillion guns, or whatever they say usually. Yeah, I'm talking about Borderlands. Specifically, Borderlands 2. Now, I hadn't at this time played a game that consisted heavily on loot before, and this game just captivated me. From the weapons I was getting at a consistent rate to the skill points I was getting and the overall progress I was making, it was just scratching my brain. As mentioned before, there are so many guns in this game, and the way the devs approach to making the weapons have an identity is actually quite big brained, seeing as it works for both gameplay and lore. Each of the weapon manufacturers develops their guns to operate in a specific way. For example, Jacob's manufacturers are known for their revolvers and never make elemental weapons, and as a contrast, Marleon only makes elemental weapons. Then you have the TDO Corporation, who force you to throw away your current weapon and a fresh one will spawn in your hands. And then you have the Torgue weapons, which always have explosive rounds no matter what type of gun is being fired. Each manufacturer and thus their guns have their own personality in a way, and it's just super cool. Though the weapons were almost always random, my favourite manufacturers were Maliwan, Tidia, Vladov and Dahl. They were just the most fun to use for me. The story from the beginning is also super compelling, and the main reason of why it's so compelling is because it has one of the best villains in video game history with Handsome Jack. He constantly taunts you throughout the game with some of the funniest monologues I've ever heard, yet has moments where he really demonstrates to you why he is the villain. And yeah man, he is that guy. The Vault Hunters in this game were also really cool. I always went for Zero because he's just the coolest in my opinion. And if you've been paying attention to this series, you know exactly why. I'm gonna end up repeating myself at this point, but this game was just so fun to play through. Fun gameplay mechanics, unique enemies, fun bosses, fun vehicles. And when you had finished this game, you had content in both the base game and the DLC. If you ask me and many other Borderlands fans, Borderlands 2 is the peak in the series.